Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. This is one that I am particularly excited about. You see this little bitty gun? This is what some would refer to as a mouse gun. But I saw this the other day, told myself I had to have it, made some dealing and made it happen. But for those of you who have no idea what this is, which I had never heard of it before I saw it, this is a Beretta 950 BS. Don't ask me why they call it BS. I haven't figured that part out yet. But this is chambered in 25 auto. If you're not familiar with the 25 auto cartridge, let me show you one next to a 22 LR real quick. So right here on my left is a 22 LR, which is a rimfire 40 grain bullet. And then there on the right is a 25 auto 50 grain bullet. And you'll notice there the 25 auto is a center fire. So generally speaking, center fire ammo is a little bit more reliable than the rimfire ammo. So I'm really looking forward to shooting this little Beretta and seeing how she runs. I've done a little bit of searching, and almost everybody that loads this 25 auto loads it in full metal jacket 50 grain rounds. So haven't shot this thing yet, but it's pretty unique. It came with two 8-round magazines, so you can have 8+1 in this little bitty baby gun. Look how small that is against my hand. I mean, it literally is tiny. You could conceal that literally anywhere. Let's give you a little bit closer of the gun and some of the controls on it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really into the kind of weird and quirky stuff, and this is absolutely something that you do not see every day. So see right there, it says, has the Beretta emblem. It says right here 22 Jetfire. These are called the Jetfires. And then on this side you see the BS model are the models that have the manual safety there. And magazine release, that looks just like a screw, but that's actually the magazine release. And actually works pretty good. As I say that, and I can't get the magazine back in, but actually that magazine release works pretty good. Magazine says made in Italy stamped on it there. Again, these are 8-round magazines, and I got 2 of them. Something else that's kind of interesting as I struggle to get that mag in there, these are that barrel pop-up, almost like there's a Taurus model, I think it's called the PT22 or something, that looks very similar to this and has that flip up, which it's kind of nice. I mean, you could carry this like a 1911 with the hammer cocked and the safety on, or what have you. 8+1 is no joke. I don't care 25 auto or not. But neat little gun. Doesn't have a whole lot for sights. See, it has that blade up front and then this rise here on the back. It has, let me pull the hammer, a little bit of a, you can see, crevice there. So I'm kind of interested to see how we can do here shooting some steel at different distances. But let's load this baby up, see what we can do with it. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun here. Alright, so I'm back at 10 yards here. Let me move this camera up. Alright, so I'm back at 10 yards. I got 8 in the magazine. And tell you what, I'm going to load another one. Check this out. Kapow! And 8+1. Let's see how this thing runs. I've never shot a 25 auto in my life. Back at about 10 yards, I'm gonna aim center mass on this silhouette and see where we can hit with it using these little bitty sights here. So I'm just gonna cock the hammer back and then go. Ooh, that's a little bitty gun. Almost disappears in my hands there. I'm gonna aim at that orange center mass spot. So, not bad. I hit right above that orange at 10 yards. Let me see if I can aim where I'd be hitting them right between the eyes. See where I'm hitting here with it. Got them almost in the ear hole. And that one, the slide came back and bit me a little bit, but didn't cut me, so got to make sure that I'm getting a little good grip on it there. Let's go headshot again. That time I really did hit him in the ear hole. Let's go head again. There we go, getting a little bit better there. Now that it kissed my hand, I'm kind of a little bit nervous about getting me again. So, oh snap, I thought that was the last round hold open, but we had a jam there. Failure to feed. Well, tell you what, let's shoot some left-handed with this baby. I bet you I can't. No! I don't want to ruin my group on this first magazine. Let's keep on shooting the headshots here, see what we can do. Let me change up my camera angle. Make it a little more interesting here. Another little failure to feed. The bullet popped up a little too high there. And I think this is the last round here. Oh, another headshot here. Hit that steel again. Let's go up to the steel. Let me make sure that's the last one. Yeah, it was the last one. The hammer down. Let's go look at that steel real quick. So, there are our hits at 10 yards. I know the first one was there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we shot 9 times. So, I'd say that's pretty good precision at 10 yards with a 25 auto mouse gun. But let's go back to the same distance and see how we can do on this little 6-inch plate here. This might be a little bit more difficult. Let's see what we can do with it though. Alright, so we got that second magazine loaded with 8. And this is some old ammo, guys. Do you guys remember when the Winchester ammo looked like that? I remember my dad having some shotgun shells. I think he probably still does. And that was at least in the 80s, so this ammo right here, what is that? Is it at least 30 something years old and it's firing without any problem. So that's pretty cool. But let's shoot this second magazine here. Really cool little deal here. I gotta say, that's a lot of fun to shoot this gun, you know. Once I get a little bit more through it, I might even consider this being a backup gun if we get a feel that it's not gonna misfeed like it did a couple times there. So, full magazine, cock it back. That one fed with a little bit of help. Now, let's see how we can do 10-ish yards at this black steel plate here. That one put a piece of brass down inside my t-shirt. Ooh! Yeah, that went down inside my shorts there. That was a lucky little job there. Right down in my shorts. But it's feeding good. Let's see what we can do here. Finish off this magazine. And a click. Is that all the ammo? Yep, and we're out. So let's go take a look at this steel. We shot 8 times, and how many hits we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we may have missed 1. So I'd say that's pretty good though. 10 yards with a mouse gun, not bad. Thanks for watching the video, guys. This is an absolute fun little thing to shoot. 25 auto. If you see one of these in a pawn shop or a used gun shop, I'm pretty sure they don't make these anymore, I recommend you pick it up. You know, the ammo's not too crazy expensive. The stuff that I have seen is like $17, $18 for a box of 50, so not too terribly bad. Cheaper than some other stuff, but little fun mouse gun. We're going to be doing a whole lot of videos on this with the chrono, ballistics gel, and all that stuff, but fun to get out here and try this little Beretta for the first time in the 950 BS. But big thanks to the Heavy Metal Guns and Outdoors channel. That's where I found this baby. Somebody traded it in. That's the cool thing I love about gun shops. They might have 10 new guns tomorrow that they didn't have today, and it's always fun to see what people trade in and stuff. But big thanks to Heavy Metal. Everybody go check them out and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Hooty hoo!